The most painful lesson I've had to learn the hard way is don't assume that a solution that you think is good for someone is something they're interested in. Always ask first, and always do everything you can to flush out any potential objections or obstacles before presenting it. Years ago, I once presented a proposal to a client, and we threw in, the night before, we threw in some big online access to a community and to training and all this stuff. And it actually was going to come with their package anyway, but I had not talked about it yet. I hadn't even brought it up. So we threw this in, 39 seats into this online program, and it was right in the middle of the proposal. And I remember sitting with the SVP of the company, and immediately his eyes in 2 seconds went right to that bullet point. And he was like, what the hell is this? And I was like, oh, here I was all excited. And I'm like, oh, we haven't even talked about this. So let me tell you all about online access, this and that and everything else. And he looked right at me and he said, if I were to go online and buy this online subscription for a year, how much would it cost? And I was like, it costs $1,000. And he said, awesome, sounds good. And he looked at the influencer who was helping him make the decision. He said, didn't we try some online shit last year? Wasn't it awful? And she was like, oh my God, everyone hated it. No one used it. And he looked back at me and he said, yeah, we're not like online learning people here. So take that out, knock this down 39 grand, and we have a deal. And it was in that moment I realized that bad advice the night before from someone who I looked up to cost me $39,000 because I actually tried to give them more than they were asking for. And at the time I was making 40% commission and had a 2-week-old baby. So it was like, yeah, pretty decent chunk of change I cost myself. So yeah, that would be the one lesson I will never ever forget and the mistake I will never make again.